Good morning. We're going to start out with a few shout outs. Andrea, I'll give you the floor.
Good morning, everybody. I want to give a quick shout out to Erin Myers, the realtor of our group. She needed something done for her client and she didn't even hesitate to reach out. I appreciate the referral, and I know our team appreciates the referral over here at Guaranteed Rate. And we're still continuing to take care of her clients. So I was just impressed with how fast she reached out. There was no hesitation, and she had exactly what she needed for the client who was in a hurry in less than an hour. So thank you, Erin.
And I have a shout out for our fearless leader, Dennis Harabin. I'm in the process of my first year as a client of Relax Tax, and I'm comfortable being uncomfortable. And right now, I don't know what's ahead, but I'm excited because I just love his philosophy, his focus, and his drive. And I'm just going to trust him and trust the process. But I am excited on seeing what he can do for me. And I already promote him, but it'll be 100 times more when you can feel what the value is. So.
Excellent. Thank you so much, sir.
Yep.
Great. So now we're going to give the floor to Dennis.
All righty. So in order to get started, I wanted to talk something about what we're doing. But before we start, I think some of you know Jonathan, and if not, Jonathan was a big part, helped us along the way with shaping up this and business on the browser and things. And I just want to formally introduce you guys to Dylan Nathan Katz. The dude is huge. He's going to be a linebacker for the Eagles someday, he says. And he's already has more hair than Jonathan, which I can attest to. So I just wanted to always start out. I mean, the reasons we do the things we do, I mean, these should be the main reasons and why we do things. And I was so excited to get this email. I promised him that this is how I was going to start my presentation. Let everybody see his little guy. His wife's doing well, C-section, and recovering nicely. So just wanted to start out with that. And as far as Dylan, and a little bit for Jonathan. Now going forward, as far as RelaxNet, what is RelaxNet? What do we do? Who are we? Where does that come in play? It is actually before, or when we first started Relax Tax, the whole principle of Relax Tax was to be started over Google WorkSpace and to use Google tools. So we've been a Google authorized reseller for a very long time. And what I don't know if people understand is, as a reseller of Google and the tools, what we're able to do is we're able to basically get you everything that you can get from Google, and you have that extra layer of support. So there's nothing changes in the pricing or pieces, but we'll go in, and whatever Google service is available, we help you to select the right Google service. We're the human aspect. Obviously, Google makes all the software and makes all the tools, but we're that human connection to help you identify, hey, is it HIPAA? Do you need cloud identity? Do you need which pieces of workspace? They roll new code or new products out faster than anyone. And to be able to stay up and know what you're paying for and what you have, I don't think people really realize how much power and tools they have with Google. And if you already have Google Workspace, that's okay. It takes all of about a second. Oh, actually, it takes about 3 minutes to put in a code, transfer things over, and then change the code back, and then we become your reseller. So in essence, instead of paying Google, you pay us, but you pay us exactly what you were paying Google. And then we'll give you that extra layer where we help you to make sure you're getting the most out of all these different areas. And eventually we are going to be switching from Zoom to Google Meet. It's just you want to meet people where they are, and that Google tools that people are just comfortable with Zoom. But you can do all this and more with Google Meet. You have your Gmail, you have obviously the tools that people know of. And if you are running your business and you're running it off a Gmail account, the number one question I have to ask is why? I mean, you can, for $6 a month, you can use your own domain, you can run it through, and the level of professionalism goes through the roof. But also the difference between the Gmail and the professional tools is exponentially different. There's a lot more you can do and a lot more you can preserve and have with the various tool suite that you may or may not know, all consolidated and controlled. And as you add people into your organization, you know, you own that domain, you control everything that happens. And then a person leaves, moves on, you can do different pieces, but it really just adds that a level of professionalism. So the product suites go way beyond this. This is just some of the suites that are out there. Something people may not know about. People talk about Evernote and all that. Google Keep, it's right there. Google Forms, you can do everything in Google Forms. And this is $6 a month. You're getting all these tools for $6 a month. And most people are paying their $6 to $12 a month, depending on which platform they have, and have no idea that half these tools are here. So again, if you want to learn how to use them better, how to do things with them, editors is basically you're consolidated within your Gmail. You can actually create groups like a chat, or so it's a kind of chat on steroids. It's includes almost like a I can't think of the name of it right now. Slack. So it's almost like Slack. And then combining on your worksheets, you have tools that you can put into Drive, and all of this really becomes your core platform in which you can plug and integrate any other tool or platform into. So again, leveraging everything off. A lot of people are old Microsoft people, and they're using the Microsoft tools, but Microsoft products were built for the laptop, not for the web. The Google Suite were built for the web and has evolved over time. So it's a web first platform. So everything that you do can do here. And this is the pricing. Again, same pricing, whether you get it, go to the Google website and get it, or whether you come and work with us. As I said, it starts as little as $6 a month is your business starter package. That's usually what most people need and require. If you're going to be doing some additional, if you're really starting to use the package and use the platform, there's a whole level of things that are included in the business standard. Organizations that are size that usually work with teams and work with our organization, they don't need Business Plus. Everyone, business standard is more than enough. And there's something called Apps Sheet, which is a no programming code where you basically can build off of Google Sheets, which are basically Excel spreadsheets. You can actually build your own mobile applications for your organization. We can help you with that. And that's still included in that $12 a month. So the level and the depth of tools that are available from the Google WorkSpace, again, it's just too hard to keep up with, and people don't realize that they have it all. So again, leveraging and getting the most out of this tool set is something that you really want to be able to do. And that's what we're able to help you with, and that our team is able to help you with. So that's it. I mean, again, it's tax season, so I kept it really short because I got a lot going on, but this is just something that we have available with the workspace. The tools are here, pieces are here. And again, it's not something that we expect people to just come to the web. You got to trust and know the people you're working with. So again, our clients, it's just something we offer them. We say, hey, do you want us to be your Google reseller and tools, and then we can help you with that. It's just something that's in our multiple toolbox that a lot of people didn't know about. So I just want to let people aware of that. And with that, I'll just pause and let anyone ask any questions basically about Google WorkSpace. And to the degree I can answer them, and if no one has any questions, then we're done.
I got a question. Dennis, you're an accountant, right?
Well, actually, my background is I actually work for the big 6 firms doing integrated audit. I did both financial and systems. So today, anyone who's an accountant who does accounting without using systems is a dinosaur and is out of business. Really, it's all about accumulating, running, and moving the numbers. Is about doing it as efficiently as possible. And as Drew can attest, as he's going through as he said, the process, the accounting does itself when the systems are properly configured. And we're talking about it, if it's going into the process, and if it's not, he puts it in a Google Sheet, and then we get it into the system. So anyone who's manually doing accounting, why? You got the wrong accountant. If your accountant isn't a systems expert, then why? Like, you got the wrong accountant.
I'm still just a little confused on why you're doing the Google thing if you're a CPA, but
we've actually done the Google thing prior to longer than doing the CPA thing. So as far as going through, we actually again, we use all our tools. That's why with our accounting and with the tax returns and what we do, as far as building tax returns, that's the other thing. It's a standard form, which a lot of people, as far as going through, there's a strategy on how to get pieces in. But for most tax compliance, again, we're not doing any of it. We're by getting the information in the right format, we can spend the time that we need to focus on retaining more of what you earn. If your accountant's getting sheets and loading it in and manually typing in, they're spending all their time doing what the software should have done for them already. So that's, again, the big difference between us is that we're CPAs, where we're strategizing. We're not actually doing accounting. The systems do the accounting, and we do the strategy. We do the tax planning, and we do that advice and area. And to have that, you need to have the right tools in place to get you there. So that's it. That's why we focus on two sides. We focus on after you have what you've made, and to retain more of what you made is the strategy and planning. But it's really about running your business more efficiently and effectively, and that whole entire process, the internal controls, the building out the systems. That's really what Relaxed Tax is all about. And again, just whether it's same thing when you look at Ernst & Young, Deloitte, they've all dropped the accounting out of their names. You're really system processor. So the big four do it for the Fortune 500. We do it for the small business. And the reason you're not used to it is because we're the only one doing it. There's about 4 people who have that authorized, Google authorized resellers at the space and level that we are nationwide. So we've been doing it for a very long time. And it's just now that people are ready to do this, that we can actually do it for the small businesses. So, I mean, it's a great question that you asked, and it's just a different way of wrapping your head around what is an accountant.
Dennis, the way I can right now, I'm working towards, I'm looking for comparison. So to put it into perspective, the accountant I had for years, as we were personable with each other, it was very a transactional process. This piece of paper, this. Well, I see more of a relational process with Dennis that includes the transactional, but it's more broad. It's kind of like going to a DO instead of an MD. If you guys know the distinction between a DO and MD, DO is like the whole body, that everything's connected. So if your toe hurts, it could be something in your neck versus an MD is compartmentalized. Your toe hurts, I'll put something on your toe, So for me, that's just a healthcare reference. But for me, I'm looking towards the relational thing that Dennis looks at everything that connects my finances. And he just submits the paperwork and it's fine. That's what the Fed wants. And from there, that's when the fun work starts after that's already submitted. So.
And that's the key difference. The first year with a client, it's about a year and a half process. A year process is the first year they're learning the way that we can do the business, to do what we can do, so that we can have the information we need to do it at the price that the average person is charging for your tax return. So, I mean, again, to be able to provide you a tax return and the level of service that we provide, it requires that technology. And if clients are not comfortable addressing and changing their technology, then we're really not the right firm for them. Because again, we're more of a tech company helping you with your finances, because you have to be a tech company nowadays. Doesn't matter the size of your business. FedEx said it a long time ago, we're a tech company that moves packages. Everyone says we're a tech company that does this. And if you're not a tech company who does those aspects, and this is why, again, we're not at all competitive with David Quick and his organizations, because they work with the actual systems, the actual platforms and your different tools. With us, not everybody, we're not a fit for everybody's not a fit for us, because our platforms are 100% on the web. Our clients are comfortable being 100% on the web. And if you're not in a position to be 100% on the web, and you don't want to be 100% on the web, we know that during our onboarding process, and we say, we're probably not the right firm for you, and we send them off to someone else. So we're not for everyone, but for the people who are, we just make the accounting simple where it does itself. Any other questions? That was a great question. Very good question, Chris. Excellent. And with that, we'll go back to the presentation.
Great. Good morning, everyone. My name is Marella Ares Rios, and I am a financial advisor with Mass Mutual. my goal is to help my clients reach their goals. And it's whether it's helping their child pay for college and saving for that, whether it's saving for their retirement and making sure that they can retire and have enough income so that it doesn't run out on them, or whether it's simply just to save for a house or save for different goals. Financial planning is different for everyone, so it shouldn't be a one shoe fits all. And it should be more about what is it exactly that you are trying to accomplish. And that's what I sit with my clients to do and uncover what it is exactly that they want to accomplish and how we're going to get there. Thank you.
And next up is Business on a Browser, who, again, you saw Jonathan, what's been keeping Jonathan occupied recently. As far as going in, what Business on a Browser does, is, again, we help them leverage tax credits to help organizations and individuals to get the most out of that technology. So a lot of what we just talked about with RelaxNet is a big piece of Business on a Browser. It's putting your entire business on a browser, whether it be the phone system, whether it be your email, whether it be able to automate all those tools so that you can focus on what you do best. I mean, it comes down to, they say profit comes down to product, process, and people. Doesn't matter what your product is, you have your unique product. We help you with the process, and then it's up to you for the people. Next up, we have Desiree.
So, hi everyone, I'm Desiree from Relax Social Media, and we make it simple to increase your ROI from social media. Regardless of where you are in your business, using our ultimate social media tool will save you money. So we know how tough it can be to get visibility on social platforms and keep track of the numbers. That's why we do all the work for you. Whether you already have an established presence or you are new to social media, we can help you engage with your audience and convert leads into sales. You can see examples of our work. Just search Relax Teams and Relax Tax on any of the social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Google My Business.
Hey everybody, Chris Lipper on the bus sales training, coaching, consulting, and virtual trade shows. And what we do best is work with small business owners. Small business owners for us are startup to about 20 million in revenue. So if you know of a company that has 10, 12, 15 employees, that's probably a good referral for me to the owner. What we'll do is we'll put them on a monthly bus meeting with other owners of the same size, where they share challenges and opportunities, and they hold each other accountable to making a change by the next month's meeting. And they grow very nicely, and they kind of get their head out of the sand, if you know what I mean. And they're focused on doing the things that they don't always want to do, and they don't get to avoid those things. And the shiniest thing about me is our virtual trade shows. Our next one is on June 3rd. The first class for that is on April 28th. So we are getting to that point. So if you know anybody who would like to exhibit, attend, present at our virtual trade shows, please let me know. That's a good referral for me. And our next sales training class is today at 10 o'clock. And the topic is the sale can start with no. So how many of you run out of the room when somebody says no? Don't do that. That's your chance to have a real conversation, and the pressure's off both sides. Anyway, thank you, Chris Lipper on the bus sales training, coaching, consulting, and virtual trade shows.
Good morning, Relax Team North Jersey. I'm Drew Durrani. As an independent affiliate with the biotech firm ASEA, I help proactive individuals transform their health and wellness by providing easy to follow steps to help maintain health, increase energy, reduce discomfort, and ensure they're feeling great within themselves daily. Our bodies have an amazing ability to maintain health and heal if given the right tools. Our redox cell signaling molecules are native to the body and merely enhance the body's ability to maintain health and accelerate healing. My most successful customers are those individuals who want to maintain their health and heal healthy. Drew Durrani with ASEA, we power potential.
Next up, Randy isn't here today, but Randy is a relationship banker with M&T. He is, I know I had a situation where I'd referred him to someone in my family, and he called them from vacation out in California. So not often you'll get a big bank, a bank with the tools and the backing of something like M&T, and still have an individual who's going to go that extra mile for you. Randy is finally taking an actual week off this week. So next up, we have Relax Benefits. And what Relax Benefits is it is a employee benefits. We're specializing in helping the small group. Again, we found and have the tools to be able to allow some of the best small benefit brokers who can work with groups of under 25. You're going to find that most benefit brokers don't want to be bothered with less than 25 employees. We have a benefit brokers that will work with as little as 1 employee to 5 employees, and you're paying for that, whether you're using it or not. That's a whole nother story. So again, with Relax Benefits, we're able to use our technology and tools to match you up with that right broker who's going to be able to help and service you. Next up, Camille. You want to, Morel, tell about Morel? Camille?
Sure. Camille Bell is part of Rare Finds Consignment Shop. You can find all of your favorite brand new and secondhand items from estate sales and even different people who just give them stuff. But you never know. You can find something that you weren't expected and maybe something that you really like and could be a treasure for you, and you collect one-of-a-kind items. So whether you're looking for unique furniture or functional antique, make sure to stop by because they have a wide selection.
Next up, Andrea, you want to talk about Erin?
Absolutely. Erin is a fantastic realtor. She works all over the place, but she is in mostly northern and central New Jersey. She knows all about the current markets. She actually used to work for a huge rental company, so she's also familiar with that as well. The market is getting very difficult, as everybody knows, and it's only getting worse because the rates are about to explode. So people's buying power is changing, but she knows what her customers are looking for, and she is willing to go and get it. She's not willing to just wait for someone to list their house. So if you know anyone who's in need of a realtor, reach out to Erin. Oh, that's me. My name's Andrea. I work for Guaranteed Rate, and I do the mortgages, and I work with residential home buyers for their primary and investment houses. We also had a large influx of people over the fall that were looking for vacation places. When people are living in areas that don't have a lot of space, they're usually looking for a second home where they can take their family and kind of spread out a little bit and, I don't know, maybe do some snow angels. Doesn't even matter what they want to do, but we can find it for them. And now licensed in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York. So don't be shy. Reach out anytime you know somebody who needs some advice. I'll lead them in the right direction. Andrea Burrows with Guaranteed Rate.
And Jeannie isn't able to be here today, but Jeannie is the regional director. She has a portfolio of companies, but what she really wants to help you do is to protect your ID. So you can scan this code as far as learn more, the complete ID protection. Jeannie is your person to talk to. So Heather's not here today. Marilla, you want to talk about Heather?
Sure. So Heather Crockett is, thank you, is a true concept title, and they offer title and escrow services for residential refinance and reverse mortgages nationwide. And that's where she differs from everyone who does title companies, is that she does offer it nationwide and 24/7. So she's able to handle any transactions, and she's amazing. One thing is titles can be very complicated, and she makes sure it's less stressful for you. And if she has to be there at 3 a.m. for a closing, she'll make sure that someone from her team is there. And up next is David.
David Quick, Total Cover IT, your IT specialist for business. How would you feel if you had a company you can rely on to keep your systems up and running so you can sleep easier at night? That's what we do here at Total Cover. We totally cover your business like a blanket with monitoring, security and protection, on-demand support for both your Mac and PC issues. So yes, we do it all. Good referrals from me would be professional services firms, typically between 10 to 100 employees, accounting firms, law firms, architecture, engineering type firms, are all good types of referrals for us. David Quick, Total Cover IT, where our I is on your T.
Hi, I'm Mohammed and I'm a personal risk specialist. I work with USI. So the personal risk specialist is the person who sits with you, listen to you, make sure that they understand all the risks that you have. And using our systems, we help you identify and quantify these risks and give you the right advice about which policy or which insurance do you need. So that way, in case something happened, you will be covered. And also we help you to mitigate the losses instead of waiting for it to happen.
Excellent. And next up, finally, we have Project Scholarship. What Project Scholarship is, it is a 501c3 nonprofit organization focused on helping students to move from the classroom to career with less debt. So it's for students, by students. And what we found is actually there's a big movement more towards the apprenticeship than the pure scholarship side. So students who are before or not even attending college are going right into quick, whether it be Coursera or different places, where they can actually take these professional certifications, and companies like Google, Amazon, some of the biggest employers in the world are focusing on that rather than students out of college. So we help you to reduce and eliminate that debt. And with that, you want to wrap up?
Great. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please feel free to stop by next week and hear more about our team.
Oh, sorry, we do have one extra guest that I saw that came on. Do you want to introduce yourself? Sorry about that.
Dennis?
Yes.
Can you hear me? I'm actually, this is Dennis Alisi. I'm a senior banker at M&T Bank. I'm actually sitting on behalf of Randy.
Oh, sorry about that. We didn't know. So go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just wanted to just emphasize that we focus on small business, and we really work on business foundation, where we work on checking and savings account, and also payment solution when it deals with merchant services and treasury management. But this expertise that we really have is really flexible financing, and that's business term loans and line of credit and credit cards. So if you would like to have someone with a lot of experience, I have over 20 years, and have an interest in any type of business product, definitely reach out to M&T Bank, to either Randy Morgan or myself, Dennis Alicia, and I greatly appreciate the invitation. Thank you again.
Thank you for joining. Even when Randy takes a vacation, he doesn't take a vacation. All right. Well, thank you again, everyone.